I want to draw my focus back into the most important part of everything is the confidence that we have in ourselves and how much we actually believe in ourselves and our abilities. We can basically do anything that we choose to do. There is no limitation. The only limitations we have are the ones that we set for ourselves. When I set up the solution, it was intended for everyone for the simple reason that it's for all of us. And we can do whatever we decide we want to do. It just depends on how much drive and how much you put forth, how much effort you put forth into whatever you decide to do. I guess that's the most important thing for any of us, is just basically simply believing in yourself. I mean, we all might have different ideas, we might all have different thoughts, and we might all have different opinions. But believing in ourselves should be universal. We're put in this situation to challenge us. I'm not saying we wanted to be challenged. I'm saying it's challenging us. So what do we do when we're being challenged? We will put forth the effort and we will succeed in our endeavors. And that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to pass across everyone. It doesn't always come out that way, and I get sidetracked just like everybody else does. So, I'm prone to all the roadblocks and all of the issues that come along with everything that we're going to be going forth ahead with. But that's just the way things are. But we can't lose sight of the fact that we are unlimited. The only thing that can slow us down or stop us is ourselves, not anything else. You can let it deter you, but you decide to do that. It has nothing to do with whether we can or can't. It's whether we will or we won't. And I really try to instill individuality, freedom, self-reliance. It's all about you. And it's all about the fact that you can do whatever you decide to do. You just have to get past all of your internal blocks. Get past your limitations. Get past the things inside you that work against you. So I think that would be our very most important part of all of it. I'll refer back to what I've already gone through and what I've accomplished. And sometimes it really takes me time to think about, I've gone through there and I've gone through this not for nothing, but in order to get myself farther ahead, ourselves farther ahead. And it's all a psychological mind game when it comes down to it. It's not about effort. It has nothing to do with effort. It has everything to do with the psychology of our situation. You're being psychologically manipulated to doubt yourself, to not believe that you have the ability or the power to do something when you completely do. This is why it's so important to get in control of your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, because those can be huge distractions in your life. And getting in control of your life, because if you're allowing all these distractions to constantly take your attention away, it's going to happen constantly, because the more you allow it, the more it's going to occur, and then you're not going to have the time. You won't believe that you'll have the time in order to do what you want or need to do, because you're allowing these distractions to rule your life. We all have this. They come in many forms, and they will continue. And the more you allow it, the more will come. So it's almost like opening the door a little bit and letting something in. And then before you know it, there's so much of a force against you that the door is just swung wide open and you have no control of closing it because you've allowed it in. It's like having one little thought come into your head and then you allow the barrage of others just to keep following. And that's what it comes down to. You have to think sometimes simplistically to some of the problems that we have. You don't want to overcomplicate your thinking on them, because when you do, then it becomes more of a mess. We all I do the same thing. I try to overcomplicate things. Look at the simple facts first. And when you're looking at situations, break it down to its most common denominator and see where it comes from, understand what it's about, and understand what you can do about it. Because as long as we keep allowing all these distractions and all this drama and everything in our life, we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to be able to use our drive. We're not going to fully utilize our drive and our ability to do what we choose to do. So when it comes down to it, you are the king of everything, with your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your life. You have to become the ruler of your life and be in charge. Be in complete charge of what's going on. Now, I understand people are in different situations. They have different things in their lives. But like I said, break it down to its most common denominator and go from there.